Alright, we just cut up from the campground area and we've now hit the trail, and we're going to be hiking up to the Newberry Crater Rim Trail. We're heading north at the moment, and it's a nice warm day.
You bet.
This is a multi-use. I don't know if you can see there's some mountain bike trails on, or tread on there. And there's Mike, doing the job of walking first to get rid of all the ticks and spiders and everything else. This is a nice spot here to have a little bit of lunch and actually sit and be kind of comfortable. Well, we've been switching back here a little bit, and we're just about ready to connect in with the rim trail. And it's been good. A little bit of climbing, nothing serious. Just a couple guys living at sea level, and we get up here in altitude, there's just no air. I'm not sure what the altitude is, but I heard, I didn't check it, and I need to do that, that back at camp is about 6,000 feet, so that's over a mile, and then we're climbing up from there. A little dusty, but not bad at all. Just can't wait to get up on the top. Getting a bit of a breeze, which is always nice. Keeps it from getting too warm. Well, we come up here and run into the rim trail. And it says Crater Rim Trail, number 57. Helena Lake Lodge, 6 miles, that's where we're headed. Cinder Hill Viewpoint, 3/4 mile back that way. And it's a multi-use trail, horses, hikers, mountain bikers, and it shows who has the right of way. And now we're up here on the ridge. Well, we're gonna go up here so Mike can try to peak bag the North Paulina Peak, or get close to it anyway. It's virtually the same distance whichever way we go, but with this little backtrack, it'll probably be longer to go around by a couple hundred yards. It's a little bit warm compared to what we're used to on the coast. It's probably not warm by the standards of around here. Well, we're walking back on the original trail because we didn't find the trail. However, where Gaia said there was a trail, we found looks like there was an old trail there. Probably a trail that was, you know, just a footpath that people were doing, not an official trail. User trail is the word I was looking for. So we're back on the main trail. But what we did back there was we checked it and walked past it and looked around, and then started back, and then we pulled up OnX and did a cross check, and OnX did not have it. And that's what I found, is that there's no one app yet that does it all. Although Gaia comes pretty darn close, and OnX now, that it allows you to create a map, or create a route, it's really good too. So they're both good apps. Well, we're up here on this ridge. It's a pretty flat ridge out to the sides. Got a nice breeze. It's a really nice day up here. Just kind of moseying our way along, not walking too fast or anything. It's a gorgeous day for a hike. We just came wandering out of the trees here and looking out over this area here. Trail forked back there, and it headed out Cross on that ridge there, I'm pretty sure, and that heads out to the north. This is gorgeous country. Well, this is something that was alongside the trail. First we thought it was maybe some kind of evac board, but it looks like somebody's snow thing. It says snow storm on it.
The rim trail.
So that's Paulina Lake down there. I'm going to zoom in and pan back across. Panning back across. Paulina Peak and the lake. And we were just talking about how this whole area is still an active volcanic site. Another view of Paulina. And I'll zoom in. Paulina Lake, there's a few boats out there fishing. Now, I just finished my second bottle of water here. I transferred it into the other one. This is 123.7, so it's 700 milliliters. And that's just your standard 20-ounce bottle or whatever. So I drank 2 of those, plus a little extra, and I'm working on the third one. I've got another bottle in my pack. We've been on a real long downhill, and we're thinking this is probably a snowmobile trail. I'll have to look that up. But we're seeing markers up in the trees every so far. It's been a long, long downhill. If I was to hike this again, I'd do it the same way, east to west. You know, you got to climb up a little bit, and then you're on the ridge, and then you start dropping down. And that's just, to me, easier than this big, long climb up the side. Peter Skeen Ogden Trail. Crater Rim Trail. We're down here by the visitor center for this Newberry, what do they call it? The Paulina Visitor Center. And we're going to be going up the trail today. We're going to go up to Paulina Peak and then around. It's July 20th. It's about 7:40, so it's the morning. And it's a nice day, starting to get warm enough that not wearing your, you're just wearing one layer is plenty. And hoping to find the trail. We just came up a section of trail, and it wasn't steep. It was uphill, but it wasn't steep at all. It was a nice walk. And now we've come up and hit the road. And Mike's taking pictures over there. And we're going to cross the road somewhere along here and continue up with the trail. It's been really nice so far. It's cool, but not cold. And we've been telling stories, I've been telling stories about back in the firefighting days. Well, we've come to the part that's actually climbing, and my buddy who's done this said that it's pretty straight and pretty steep in this section, and he wasn't kidding. I mean, it's doable. Just got to take a break once in a while. That's what we're doing. But I mean, it's a nice trail, well maintained and all that. Hey, there's a person. Yeah, we're getting close to the top of Paulina Peak there. Out here in the sun, it's getting warm. It's beautiful. Come up on a little bench, and we'll be cruising along on this bench. Pretty nice view here. You can see 2 lakes for the price of 1. I'm going to zoom in. Paulina Lake, East Lake. And that rim over there is what we did yesterday.
That'll be good.
Well, Mike and I just decided we're pretty high up here. We're high. We're higher altitude than yesterday, but looking back over, I don't know if you can see, it looks like there's smoke in the air, but back up there's the Three Sisters. Standing here next to big boulders of obsidian, looking at an obsidian flow. Up at the peak, up at the parking area. Yeah, just pretty country.
Searching.
Well, there's the trail coming down, and it goes across, and Mike just about slid down the trail here. Crater Rim Trail number 3957, and we get off this dusty road. As we're coming around the rim trail, we were on top of that a little while ago, and there's the obsidian flow. It is just beautiful up here. We're getting a breeze now, and it's just been really nice. We're at another junction, Lost Lake Trail and Obsidian Trailhead. There's the Crater Rim Trail, Paulina Trailhead, is 5.5 miles, Road 21. We've transitioned from so much obsidian and, you know, the more the lava rock stuff into a lot more of the pumicey stuff. And it's white, it's different. It's beautiful up here. Just wish there was a little more wind today. Okay, we've reached the road here. Some people parked right there, probably hikers that we came across. Yesterday we didn't see anybody. Today we saw quite a few. 8 miles to the trailhead, about a half mile out to the Lost Lake Trail. That was a heck of a good hike. The views are stellar. And now we're going down into the Newberry National Volcanic Monument Wildlife Refuge. Now the trail we were on continues across, but that's the trail we did yesterday, except we came in a little further along. So now we're heading on down into the monument itself and all the cool area down there. Now, I was impressed with the trail today. It was well done, well constructed, nice trail. You can see the old blazes on the trees, pretty old. I'm curious how old that trail is. And this trail here is pretty damn good. It's kind of exposed, but don't need to worry about the brush. I got it thrown back, and it's got kind of a multi-weather surface here. So, you know, it's heading out on the road, so this will probably be the last part of the hike. It's been a good one. Well, I made it down to the Hot Springs boat ramp. There's East Lake. And there's some people doing the trail along the bank there.